All right, everyone. Welcome to Harvest Valley. We're going to be playing some Burning Wheel. And we're going to, in a quaint little town by the sea, where we want to farm, but we don't get any farming done. Right? That's right, right?
I mean, you guys did some farming last time.
Yeah.
There was some farming done last time, that's true, because I know I got Artha for that.
Yeah, you did farming on your farm, and then Sam did farming too, I think.
No. You made farming rules and ruined my wheat.
Yes,
something,
that was what happened. I failed farming
but not
rules
all of it, maybe,
and ruined most of your wheat.
I think it was part of it, some of it. I don't know.
Some percentage.
A non-zero amount of. Yeah, great. So how have you all been doing?
I feel much better, thank you.
I'm really glad, because you were pretty sick last week.
I don't like being sick.
I don't think anybody likes being sick.
I used to like being sick because I got to miss school, and also I was only allowed to eat chicken soup when I was sick.
That's an
and
odd...
I like chicken soup.
That's kind of odd requirement, or maybe not requirement, but specification.
I know. Well, my parents are really cheap. They didn't want to feed me chicken soup.
They didn't want to feed you?
They should have just taught you how to make it.
I knew how to make it.
Yourself chicken soup.
I have made it myself now all the time, but I knew how to make it then too. They just wouldn't let me do it.
You take the can and you open it and you put it in the microwave.
Oh,
it's really easy to make.
No, I'm joking.
Soup.
I was joking.
This is a strange chicken soup. Is this how people eat Campbell's soup?
Yes.
I
was
made a
mostly
good thing.
joking.
I made.
What'd you make?
Last night I had it again today, but I made like tortilla chicken. And also squash.
That sounds nice.
And that was really good. And I ate it again tonight, and that was also good again tonight.
Good. That sounds much better than what I had.
I have had no such spectacular food adventures. I've just been given food all week, though. That seems to be a theme. Like, people are just like, hey, we have too much of this food. Just here, take this. And then I'm like, great.
I had corned beef earlier this week. That's my favorite food.
Corned beef is good.
I haven't had that in so many years.
It's the best.
I used to make that every year with my grandma. We used to make it every year together. But I don't think I've made it since she passed away.
Did you guys make your own spices?
I don't think so. We usually got a package. It's been so long now. If we did make our own spices, I certainly don't remember Grandma's recipe for it.
Usually they come with their own spices, but you never know. Sometimes grandmas, they do magical things with food.
That's true. That's what grandmas are all about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Also, I've been great.
Good.
To actually answer your question, I've been great since the new year started.
That's great.
I've had some major anxiety issues in 2017 and in the many years before. But this year, I've been kicking its ass.
Good.
That's great.
That's fantastic.
Also, the fact that you've been sleeping for an entire week helps.
So you just assume that since I missed the last one from sleeping, that
yep, that was all you did in between.
And have been setting stuff up on Eric's Discord.
No, that didn't happen.
Sleeping whole week.
Yep.
Whole week.
Excellent. Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
That's 1 week less that I have that anxiety has to kill me. Yeah.
Absolutely. If you sleep the whole time, you can't be that anxiety.
Except when you have nightmares.
Can't be that anxious.
I mean, you can have nightmares. That's true. Nightmares suck.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, my nightmares are weird. Like, Superman accidentally landed on me and I'm dead. Like, they're not really
What?
like things I
Okay,
worry
I
about.
had a see, I have like weird ass nightmares, like my brother drowning in gravy.
Wow.
It was very okay. And that was a recurring
Gravy.
nightmare I had when I was a kid. Like it was very
I
very
very
strange.
rarely remember my dreams.
I had this one nightmare of a haunted house, and it was gruesome. But that's when I learned how to wake myself up from my dreams. So, I guess if you have bad enough nightmare, you just acquire lucid dreaming powers.
It's true.
I guess so.
My nightmares are usually I'm in a museum and I learn how the solar systems of other universes work, and then I'm like, that's not
cool.
right. We're going to die in 1 year. Oh my god. That's how my nightmares go.
That sounds awesome.
It is. I love it. As far as nightmares go, that's pretty good.
I guess so. All right, well, that's a great note. We should talk about our characters and play this little role-playing
I
game.
thought we were just gonna talk about our dreams tonight.
I
Yes.
mean, you know, our characters have dreams, but we call them beliefs.
Are they really dreams?
Look,
Well,
I'm
I
trying to
guess-
make a segue here.
Don't let your dreams be
I'm-
dreams, Kelso. Let's get this
I
segue
guess
going.
since we can't remember our dreams, we can't remember our beliefs either.
Oh,
So we should just skip them.
No.
Well, good thing we wrote them down.
Aha! You guys kept a belief journal. I see.
Well, I guess I'll start. Ashlyn thinks or believes that Ash can become the next clockmaker in Stockchester, which Stockchester so desperately needs. I will help by introducing her around the town so everybody knows about her talents. I should have done this last week, but then we went off on a huge tangent and we wound up doing a short game, so. Second belief. Visiting my friends Ash and Winter takes many hours out of my busy days. With Esteban and Ned's help, we can definitely figure out how to connect that strange door in the mines to the strange door in my basement.
Yeah.
And between talking mice and our charge to make a new magic mirror, I need to explore my magical powers. Instincts: always pick wildflowers or berries, always wake up at 6 a.m. sharp and never stay up past 2 a.m. in the morning, and always extend the hand of friendship to a new acquaintance. Let's hear about Sam.
All right. Ned's beliefs. Ashlyn is clearly capable of taking care of her farm, but she's always getting into some sort of weird trouble or other. I will make sure she doesn't die alone in the mines. I need to make sure this hotel gets done so I can get back to the real job, building my brewery. And now that I have the ice grain, I will need to experiment to try to find the perfect distillation process. First step is to get some of this grain milled so I can experiment. Instincts: measure twice, cut once. Anger leads to hate, and always make time to practice my brewing.
Nice.
All right, and Adam, what about Esteban?
Esteban has 3 beliefs. The first one is, I took that job from Ned. Now that he's taken on his own projects, I have to finish the mistake I started. That mistake being that I stole Ned's contract for building a little place for the mice that we displaced to live. And I'm going to make them a home, apparently. Belief number 2 is Ash can stay in Harvest Valley if we honor our commitment to the Winter Goddess. Ashlyn and I must work together to rebuild the mirror. And my third belief is I must rid sourness from my heart to follow in the ways of the town singer. I have to make amends with Ned. My 3 instincts are, when I get mad or upset, sing my heart out. always volunteer for odd jobs, and when there's a lull in conversation, tell a weird story.
Stories we could tell.
That's
uh,
Esteban's got plenty of
we
weird
love
stories.
your weird stories. Esteban has all the weird stories. Fantastic. Well, Golden, as the GM,
yeah, it's
take it away.
My turn to be the GM. Okay. Well, I think what we all really want to see is Esteban building that house in the woods. So tell me, Esteban, how do you build a mouse house?
Well, they're going to need a farm first, so I think I'm going to get the town's old sturdy plow, and I'm going to pull up all of the dirt in one area. Well, like I have to like clear a part of the woods to like make this all happen in the first place, right? So
we actually touched on this last time. The part of the woods that you're building is a pine forest. So you get the plow, and you're plowing through the dirt. The dirt's pretty hard packed. It's kind of hard to plant anything in there, but yeah, you can plow it up. All right. Do you have a plowing skill?
I think in the past we've been using riding for that, since I usually strap it to the back of a horse.
Sure, riding sounds good.
Isn't there like labor or something?
No, you're thinking of mouse guard.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I think this has come up like 5 times, and every time it's like, no, you're thinking of mouse guard.
Absolutely.
Farming could probably be it as well, depending on how you're doing it.
Could be.
Well, farming isn't really the right skill.
Farming has hiring a samurai to defend your crops as part of the listed ops, so I'm guessing that it encompasses everything to do with running a farm.
Or nothing.
What?
See, but just hiring a samurai, if you're not doing it to protect your crops, you can't roll farming for that. If you're doing it for any other reason.
Oh, no, that's true. But that's true. He's not trying to plow for a farm. He's trying to plow for a mouse house.
That's what I'm saying.
You got me.
True.
No, he's building a farm for the mice.
That's also true.
Oh, well, then it is farming.
Yeah.
So I need to like plow to like clear the whole thing out, and then I need to plow like a smaller part so that they can have a bunch of space to plant their own stuff in.
Okay. So, all right, this sounds like a writing test. Wink.
Cool.
Let's see here. Look at some obs.
While you do that, I'll look at some forks.
Yeah.
Everybody loves forks.
Forks.
There might be an actual fork that I'm just like looking at the side of my eye.
You're getting jabbed with a fork.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've become convinced that forks is just an excuse to give the GM time to figure out what happens when you fail.
You know, that's
clever.
That is clever.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know. I like the whole like making you want to fictionally position your character thing.
That's nice too. Yeah.
Like it feels satisfying that my knowledge of bare-fisted fighting contributes to me being good at fighting with a sword. You know, that like feels good.
You know, it really does, because you know a lot of things, and it's surprising sometimes how you apply your knowledge, like in real life, of kind of unrelated things to make yourself better at what you're doing.
I just like to try and figure out how to make family secrets wise apply to everything.
That is me on
That's true.
in the Sunday game.
Oh
I
man.
use family secret wives and extortion.
I really need to watch that. I'm way too busy. Too many hours in the day, or not enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
Too many game hours. How about that?
Yeah.
It's the problem being a contract creator is you stop being a content consumer.
I know, but you still have to
Yeah.
anyway because
Yeah.
it's important to.
Oh yeah.
Because when you consume content, you get the forks that you use to fork into your content
Oh,
production.
It's true.
Yep.
Speaking of forks, I looked over
Yeah,
my list and I found Horsewise, and I think that's it.
Yeah, Horsewise. Fantastic.
Because I don't think I'm doing anything animal husbandry-ish. I'm using the animals that I have husbanded.
Yeah.
I've been around
Okay.
too many old people with funny aphorisms my entire life.
You know, you do a lot of plowing. I'm gonna say there's obs too for you.
Cool.
If you fail, I should have said this first. If you fail, you're gonna dig something out of the ground with your plow.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And
So
it's
since
gonna
I like
eat
that
your horse.
consequence, since I like that, I'm going to not spend any Artha on this.
It's a bullet.
But we will see.
Roll initiative.
That's
That's a success.
success. That's green. I see green. Green is good.
Yeah. So you successfully plowed this hard packed ground, and now it's not quite light and loamy,
Mhm.
but it's definitely a lot looser.
Mhm.
And you see like there's pine needles and pine cones all mixed up in there.
Mhm. We've got like amber looking moss. We're at that level of ground
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's make the soil slightly more usable. And then we're going to have to start building things, and that's going to be fun because that's the part I'm really bad at.
Now
Yeah.
remind
Esteban
me,
is a master carpenter.
Now remind me, Esteban, Master Carpenter. You paid for carpentry tools and character creation, right?
No,
Oh.
Oh.
I didn't even buy clothes.
But it's okay because you have a
Wow.
nice high resource score to buy carpentry tools, right?
No.
Oh.
Oh no. Do you need tools?
It's almost like
First, you gotta make the tools. You gotta punch the trees to get the wood. Then you use the wood to make an axe, so that then you can chop down trees faster, and then you can make a wooden pickaxe, so then you can get some stone. So then, no, that's
Yeah.
you can build a stone pickaxe so that you
Yes.
can dig more, so that you can get to the iron, and you use the stone to create the furnace. You smelt the iron, get the iron ingots, you make the pickaxe, and then
repeat.
Oh yeah.
Question mark, question mark, question mark,
and then
profit?
Profit.
forget about building the mouse house entirely and go and dig 64 squares down until you hit bedrock with like the spooky sparkles around it. Yeah.
Well, my goodness.
Come
Or
on,
you fall into lava.
everyone knows you only dig down like 54 because that's where the layer of where you can find the most diamonds is.
That's true.
Gotta get them diamonds.
Yeah, serious business diamonds.
Is this a Minecraft thing?
Yeah, I had no idea either. I was just rolling with the flow.
So I play a lot of
I
Dwarf
was referencing
Fortress.
Terraria.
Ah, Terraria.
I
Problem is,
mean,
if you
Alright.
dig too deep in Terraria, you just enter an alternate reality.
Let's move on. Moving forward.
yes.
Yeah, let's move on. So you're going to do something to the soil. I'm not sure what.
Fertilize.
I'm going to turn it over.
That's what the plowing did.
I mean, there's
Well-
there's
The first part I was doing was to like clear it.
Oh.
So I wasn't like really like leveling the plow very low. I was just like, let's clear
Okay.
out the pine cones and the pine needles and stuff so that these mice have fresh space, and then I can build something on top of that.
Mhm.
Now
Okay.
I need to actually like turn soil over so that it's usable for mice farmers.
I think I already described that happening
Okay.
as a result of you doing it. And also, I don't really want to like keep testing the same thing over and over again.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Cool.
You've improved it.
All right, so shall we go straight to the part where I am fumbling with being
Yeah, I mean, we
Master
all want to
Carpenter?
know what this house looks like you're trying to build.
See, I know that this is going to be hard, so I'm trying to do something simple. I'm basically just trying to like take one plank like this and nail it to another one like this,
Okay.
and then basically just make a very sturdy tent.
I see. You want to make a
An
shelter
A-frame. Yeah.
with carpentry.
But you don't have tools, so
I
it's
don't.
+2 ob.
Isn't it
True.
double?
Oh, it might
Isn't-
be double. It might
think
be.
it's- I think for me it's double obstacle penalty because
find
I am
out.
one not
Yeah.
trained in carpentry, and two, I don't have the tools for it. So I'm basically
Wow.
just not knowing what I'm doing. I have my hands and I'm just slapping nails.
Let's find
into-
out.
Wow. You know, you could ask for help or
But he's a master.
anything.
I am a master carpenter.
How badly do you want to use carpentry to do this?
Yeah, tests without tools are double obstacle. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Look, I gotta get some high ops. That's how it works when you're learning the skill, right? It's useful to have
Well,
challenging
you can
tests.
get like an agility test or something, I think.
I could, but I also want to learn carpentry.
Okay, so you want to use carpentry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, is there a obs for building a roof?
Yes,
Hmm.
I believe there is.
There isn't.
Oh, there isn't?
But I thought before it was the same as putting a floor.
That's what we
I
decided.
think that's what
last
we
time.
ruled it was. That it wasn't actually on there,
Oh,
but that was what we
wait.
decided.
Ned's tools are still stuck in that wall, but I don't know that they're stuck in the wall.
But I bought.
But
new
he bought new tools since then.
So that would be obs 16.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Hmm.
Okay.
Esteban's just like, we're talking about me right now.
Is that after it's been doubled twice?
Yeah, after it's been doubled twice.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, the tools for carpentry are a workshop.
It's
So I
either-
can't even take the tools out of the wall and destroy part of my own house to make this work. So we're going to slap
Only-
nails.
I mean,
whoa. I screwed that up technically then. Technically, I should have been making all of my carpentry tests at double op if you have to have a workshop. I
Didn't
It
you
does say
buy
tools
tools?
workshop.
I bought tools, but it says tools workshop.
Oh, those are more expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, a lot more.
Wow.
Whoops.
it's too late now. Moving
Well,
forward.
I feel like
Yep.
at least Mr. Car is paying for the equivalent of a workshop, and he also
Sure.
said that he would finance my brewery. So for the time being, I do have access to a workshop. Technically, if you think about it.
That's
Oh yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
I think that makes sense.
So, I guess if you fail, yeah, I think you're just gonna be building a giant mousetrap.
Well,
If you fail,
if you say.
yeah, if you fail,
If.
you can roll 16 tens in a row.
I'll be spending my fate.
Okay.
Okay. Modifier is 0. Artha 0. Base obstacle 16. Well, it should just be 8.
Right,
Because
Yeah,
it's
this
gonna
is going to
double.
should be
automatically.
8.
Yeah.
It will double once automatically for you.
Yes.
Okay, while you're doing this, I found something very weird.
I have a fate.
You have a 6.
I mean, I have a 6 to spend a fate on. Cool.
Oh no.
Excellent. That is not a success even in itself.
No.
So you've got these two
No, I have 5
boards
fates left.
nailed to each other in like shape of an A,
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
and it seems to be keeping the wind out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I noticed something funny. It says tools workshop, but then under skill toolkits, the first example of replenishing tools is carpenter's tools. So but I don't know.
If you're working on houses, there's no way you can like do that in a workshop. I don't think.
I mean, I think like just going by the toolkit is I don't know. It's up to Golden.
I think
I'm
in
just saying.
in some circumstances a workshop could very well be useful. I don't think it's for all
I mean,
circumstances.
for like a house, you're essentially having enough gear that it's like a mobile workshop almost.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
but
true.
anyway, I just thought that was a funny little burning wheelism because there's a lot of little stuff like that.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. It's fine. We'll find a way to make you buy a workshop eventually.
I'm sure. It'll be easy. You're making so much money with your brewery.
Yeah. See, the thing is that since you were living with Uncle Bish before you left your workshop stuff, in the house.
Oh.
So
See,
Uncle
and also,
Bish has been letting you use your old workshop stuff while you're here. But, it's really old stuff. You gotta replace it soon.
Mm-hmm.
what it sounds like to me is that we need to find some gray shade cash dice in the mine.
Yeah. If only you
Same
can,
here.
if only you can find lots of money somewhere.
Seems good to me.
Fellows, do we want to do not farming again?
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
is that
not
the
farm.
end of Esteban's scene?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So do you tell the mouses that their mouse house is ready in the forest?
Yeah.
All right. So we see like 200 mice. Like they all have like knapsacks, and some of them are carrying baby mice, and they're all like slowly scurrying out of the farm, and they're heading into the forest. It's going to take them a week to get there.
To the tunnel, like. You're horrible. You're the worst person.
And then it's going to be a mousetrap. First, not going to be big enough. And two, it's a trap.
I mean, they were living in like a float, right? Like a float is like 20 feet, 30 feet long. And you just put two boards together.
Master Carpenter Esteban, also Master Architect Esteban.
Oh boy.
It's okay. Esteban has many years left to live. After he's done being a physical servant to Harvest Valley, he'll grow up to be the urban planner, and that'll be a disaster.
I'll just hunt all the mice down.
So before he leaves, the mayor mouse asks Ashlyn, Mrs. Farmer, did you set up that meeting so we could buy the seeds that will grow in the forest?
You made a test about that, I remember.
Did I succeed or fail that test?
You succeeded. We know it's potatoes. They need
Right.
potatoes.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I'm sure it was written somewhere in my notes, but I was not finding it very quickly.
Taters.
Yes. And I think the best thing that could grow out there would be some potatoes. And I can introduce you to Rachel right now.
That'd be great.
Okay. I will bring the mousies over to meet my wife.
Okay. So you bring the mousies to the seed bank. So you get there, and there are like 4 cats sitting outside the seed bank.
That makes sense.
And you see another 2 cats inside the window.
Oh. Of course, I should have thought of this. Here. Why don't you stay here, and I'll bring her out to, And she's like, stay here, and then she's like,
You put the mouse down?
No. Like
In front of
about
the
to
4
put the mouse
cats?
down, and then I was like, actually no.
Hmm.
We're gonna go inside.
Okay. So you go inside. One of the cats is like really affectionate. It's trying to climb on your pants. It's like a orange and white tabby cat.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. You're gonna have to give me a minute and just kind of like push him down so he's not climbing my pants.
Okay, it meows loudly. And Rachel calls from her room. I'll be a minute. So meanwhile, you're in the room with the cat, and the mayor mouse is like shivering in fear.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
And the cat is like rubbing its back on your legs and purring really loudly. But okay, it's just a few minutes, and Rachel comes in, and she seems happy. She's holding a wooden box with a hole in it, and yeah, it looks kind of weird and suspicious. Smells vaguely like cheese.
Rachel, I brought over The mayor mouse to talk to you. He wanted to buy seeds from you.
So Rachel, I can't remember if Rachel knows that the mice can speak.
Yes.
She does know they can speak.
She got poisoned, remember?
She did get
That's
poisoned.
right, she did get poisoned. Yeah, I should have seen him speak then. Okay. She says, Ashton, honey, I think it's a little bit too late to be talking to the mice. Don't you?
They're all moving out into the woods, and they need some crops to grow there. And I know that potatoes would be the best thing that could grow out in that area. I know you've got a lot.
Well, yes, I do have a lot of potatoes. Okay. So she sits down. And she doesn't sit down. She like stands behind a counter and she like motions you to take out the mayor mouse.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And she's like, "Hello, Mr. Mouse." And the mayor mouse is still shaking and trembling. And he's like, hello. And she says, "So you need some potatoes, do you?" And the mouse is like, yes. And they start haggling. But Rachel's not negotiating very fairly. Like she's definitely like occasionally like looking at the cats and like looming over him because she's ginormous compared to the mouse, and the mayor mouse is like really afraid, and she doesn't make any like accommodations for him at all. So let's make a haggling check.
I would like to help the mayor mouse by
Okay.
maybe making him some accommodations, like being on his side and in a position so that she can't like loom directly over him, kind of protectively.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to use a skill for this, or do you just want to use your just say general help?
I don't think I have a skill that applies, so I think it's just general help.
Okay.
Wait, persuasion?
Yeah, you could help with persuasion. Yeah. Okay. So I'll roll for the mayor first. Mayor will have
An amount of dice.
Yeah. Okay. And then Rachel, according to my notes, has the same amount of dice. Oh.
Ooh. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Well.
Okay.
Does Rachel have fate?
She does. But I think that the mayor tells Rachel about some buried treasure in town. And the mayor's like, well, I can't get it with all these cats around. I can tell you where it is. And Rachel's like, really? And he tells her about this old abandoned tunnel that starts in the mayor's office and goes towards the Faust Mansion.
Ooh.
And he says, I used to use these tunnels. Mr. Faust did when he wants something from the old mayor. And they go directly to Mr. Faust's old treasure storage room. And Rachel's like, interesting. He says, you can get in. The entrance is in the mayor's office, underneath the statue of, what is the statue of?
Ned.
Of Ned?
Maybe one of the founders.
Yeah, old Hanover. Well, the Hanovers, right? That's one of the names we had.
Mr. Harvest.
Sure.
And Rachel's like, interesting. Okay. So she goes away and leaves Ashlyn with the mouse, and goes into her vault. And she comes back and she gives him, I guess it's like a bag of potato ice.
Mm-hmm.
And the bag is like several times bigger than the mayor.
Oh, don't worry, I'll carry it for you.
And mayor's like, thank you. And Rachel like just gives you this look like, really? Friends with the mice? And but she doesn't say anything.
And I give her that look of, don't worry, I'm an adventurer. Yeah, and I guess me and Mayor Mouse and our bag of potatoes are gonna head out.
Okay. Yeah. So you noticed you're fouled by like 3 cats when you leave the town?
No.
How far do they follow me?
They will follow you all the way to your farm.
Will they follow me past the farm?
Describe what happens when you get to the farm.
Okay. I see the cats are still following me. And so I'll put down the bag of potatoes like on the porch or something and be like, I'll make sure these get delivered out to your farm site. Here, let me get you back up to the mouse house for right now.
Okay. So you climb up the roof.
Ned's sitting on the roof because he has time off because we can't work because that guy died and we have to take time off.
Nice.
It would be rude not to.
I still don't know what happened, so that sounded really odd to me.
A guy died, and
Too bad that guy died.
A guy died, and so we have to take a week off of construction.
Oh, Ned, I didn't expect to see you up here. Here,
where do you expect to see me?
I mean, well, you sort of live here, so probably around, but not on the roof.
So the mayor just sits on the mouse house float, but no one's in there anymore. So he doesn't really go inside. It's also kind of hard to keep track of what the cats are doing while they're up here. So unless you make an action, you're just not gonna know what the cats do.
Yeah, I guess when I realize that Ned's not going to continue talking because he's a man of few words, I'm going to head back down to keep an eye on those cats.
Okay. So you get down. Give me a perception check. I think it's going to be
Okay.
obs 2. If you fail, you just won't know what the cats are doing. The cats will be completely gone.
I got it. Even with my wound.
All right. The
I
cats
really
are
not being wounded.
the cats are following the trail the mouse took. The mouse
Part like caravan.
caravan took.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
They're a little bit far away for that.
I'll follow them.
Okay, you just want to follow the cats?
I'm like calling out to them, and I don't know, maybe I've got some beef jerky or something.
Okay. Sounds like animal handling.
Oh boy, I think I have 0 skill in that. Yep.
Isn't it animal husbandry?
Meh.
You're right.
This
Not
isn't 5e D&D.
Isn't it?
curses.
I have already taken a test towards that. Let's do another.
Yeah, animal husbandry.
What is my ob?
Well, these are cats. Cats are kind of hard to control. I'll say it's obs 3.
Huh. Well, I can't possibly succeed. So, do I get a bonus for bringing something that they would eat?
Yeah, I'll give you. I just give you +1. So.
Okay. I mean, that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
It's still impossible for me to make this, but it's a little closer. Whew.
Okay.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's 1 6 there, but it's not worth it.
The cats, they actually speed up to try and catch these mice. Now that they got the scent, now they're actively hunting the mice. And you can kind of see the mice in the grass in the distance. Like, this is not like a lawn, right? So it's fairly tall grass. But you can see the grass like waving as these hundreds of mice are all traveling in the same direction together.
Look out! I saw cats coming your way.
Okay. So you raise the alarm, and many of the mice start to run. The cats just encourages the cats more. Let's see here. So cat battle versus mouse battle.
These cats are gonna murder all the mice.
Well, not all of them.
Most of them.
I mean, there's hundreds of mice and only 3 cats.
Cats can kill a lot of mice, Kelsa.
Okay, I mean, that's fair, but I mean, not when the mice are fighting back with actual weapons.
Depends on the mouse. Depends on the cat.
Okay.
I guess that's fair.
All right, I'm gonna make a hunting check. It's gonna be a graduated test to see how many mice the cats catch. They need 5 successes to get all the mice.
Look what the cat dragged in. Mouse.
What? Okay, dice.
Wow.
Um,
Thanks, Dice.
So The cats. This is the first time I've seen 0 successes in Burning Wheel in a long time.
Oh, by the way, I found out by watching the Roll20 Burning Wheel game that this sheet lets you roll against Ob-Zero now.
What?
Fantastic.
What? That's awesome.
All right, so you get to watch.
You're muted, right, Adam?
I was saying thank you, Steve Coots. I believe is the person who works on these sheets.
Ah, yes, that's good. Yes.
Sweet.
I think you prefer Steven. I don't know that. I just made that up.
All right, so
It's very believable. The mice still have to roll their defense?
No, they don't.
Okay.
It was just straight up. I looked at the obs, and I decided what the hunting would be under wild animals. So it's obs 3.
Gotcha. And they got 0.
Well, they got 0, and
Thanks to me raising the alarm.
Yeah. So I don't think any of the mice get eaten. You do watch this like ferocious battle between a few of the mice with capes.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems that those mice like take the fight near a river, and there's like this epic battle between the 3 cats and about a dozen mice, and the mice eventually lose the cats by crossing the river, and the cat doesn't want to get wet.
That makes
Take
sense.
that.
Yep.
That is how
All
cats.
If only some of them had been eaten, then they would have enough room in this tiny, tiny shelter.
Not really. I guess I'm gonna head back to the farm, and that was that scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exquisite.
So go ahead.
When you get back, I want Ned to I want to try to do some like small batch brewing type stuff, like just like very, very like small scale with just like a couple barrels, like whatever we can cobble together. I feel like old Bish and Ned have like an old like still in setup that hasn't been used in a long time.
Okay.
Can I make you a deal, Sam?
Okay.
After this brewing scene, can Esteban show up to apologize? So that we
Yeah,
have good
sure. Because
scene
also Kelson needs Esteban there so we can go to the mines.
Yep.
We all
Okay.
need to go to the mines.
But yeah, so basically, I'm just trying to do something like I'm like trying to experiment with this ice grain because I want to make like an ice grain craft beer and a whiskey. I want to diversify the portfolio here. And I also need to play around with my whiskey recipe. So I think I'll start with the whiskey though.
Yeah, the question is, where do you get something to brew?
Because the ice cream's not ripe yet.
We had some backup grain. Like we didn't plant all of it. That was
We
the
didn't?
whole thing.
No,
Yeah,
he
'cause
specifically
remember-
saved some aside to experiment with.
Oh, that's true. Okay. All right. So let me look here. Brewing. You're trying to do brewing, right?
Yeah.
And brewing does require a workshop. I feel like there should be a test to see what of the equipment actually will work.
I have Brewwise.
I mean, I don't think a wise is going to cut it. Like, how would you make?
Oh shoot! You know what I forgot? I need to get it milled first.
That's right.
I don't think that that's like something that
Well,
we
that's
need to worry
the
about.
belief. That's the belief.
Oh, that's the belief is to mill
Yeah.
it.
The first step is to mill the grain. Yeah.
Yeah.
First step is to mill. Oh, you're right. Okay. The first step is to get some of this grain milled. All right.
So maybe what I wanted to do instead, scrap that. I need the circles up a miller first.
Okay.
Just looking here, who could possibly mill the stuff?
Now, since we live in Thomas Kincaid land, there has to be a spectacular windmill.
You know, it's not spectacular. In fact, it's an old abandoned windmill.
No one's currently milling anything.
No one's currently milling anything. I think it's just like sitting on the cliffside. It still like rotates freely in the wind.
Yeah.
Is the millstone still good?
Yeah, it is.
So could I mill this grain myself?
You could.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna get this windmill going.
All right.
Are the
Mill some
windmill
grain.
and the millstone connected by mechanisms?
Yes.
That's good.
I actually wasn't expecting that.
I'm going to
I
mill
thought-
some mill.
But they are rusty. So it's going to raise your obs by 1.
Can I mend it up first as a linked test?
Sure.
Cool.
I don't know. That makes a lot of sense.
So mending?
It'll be obs 2 mending test.
All right.
This is a linked test.
Can I fork in carpentry? Is there any
Yes.
woodwork involved?
There is.
Cool.
Not surprising.
Can I fork in miller?
Yeah. You actually have the Miller skill?
Yeah.
Nice.
That is nice.
I was a miller before this.
I remember that.
Mm.
I don't think grain wise applies yet, so I think that's what I got.
Yeah, for mending, probably not. Okay.
I don't think so. All right, pace out.
Says
two.
obs 2.
Come on, mending.
Yeah.
All right.
Mending.
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll my. Oh wait, no, because you can only get 1 die from a link test, right? So I got
Yep.
the die.
You got the die.
Okay.
So
And
Since
I
you
advanced
fixed
my
it,
mending.
Yeah.
it's still obs 2, but you get an extra die for overcoming that, and you get the +1 die for the link test. You get +2 dice to your
Cool.
test.
All right, and can I fork grain wise?
You can.
Can I fork brew wise?
You can.
Boom. 4 dice.
If you
Pace
fail-
out 2.
If you fail, you're gonna break the millstone.
Oh, that'll be really expensive to replace, but it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. All right. You
Nice.
have ground. You have ground the
Ice cream.
the ice grain.
Mhm.
I think. I think that your grinding attracts someone to the mill. Do you have any siblings we haven't met yet?
I don't have any relationships with them, but maybe.
That doesn't mean they don't exist. That just means that
Yeah,
you don't have
yeah, I
relationships
mean-
with them.
You can, yeah, sure. You tell me.
Yeah. Ned Rollins is your name, huh?
Rollins.
Rollins. Okay.
Ned is like Ron Swanson, and you don't find out he has siblings until like the last season, where all of a sudden there are 4 of them.
Right?
Just never mention them. It's fine. I mean, I'm sure that Esteban knew that you had siblings since, you know.
Presumably, if I have siblings, I'm not close with them, because otherwise I
Yes.
wouldn't be living with Bish.
I'm gonna name him Fred.
Oh God.
Fred and Ned Rollins. Is there also Ed?
No. But you may have a sister.
That's your dad.
Ted?
You may have a sister.
Is it Edna Rollins?
Edna Rollins.
Mildred
Oh.
Rollins.
Yeah, I was thinking of an M name. So, just about when you're done grinding your ice grain into this ice flour, it almost looks like snow. The doorway darkens, and you look over to see this haggard-looking man in a it looks like his clothes are moldy and have holes in them. They've patched up a bit, and he's like, gives a moment for his eyes to adjust in the darkness. Ned, is that you?
Yep.
So you finally come back to town. Didn't think we would see you around here again. So you're gonna use Mom and Pa's mill? Not your back? That's the idea?
I'm just working on a little project.
Little project. So Fred walks inside and he smells you. Like he expects you to like smell like alcohol. And you haven't been drinking recently, right?
Probably not. Operating a mill is incredibly dangerous.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
He says. So you've overcome. Well, I don't want to say you're an alcoholic, but you get the idea that Fred expects you to be drinking.
Well,
And
that's
he
just
says,
judgmental.
yeah, it is. He seems fairly upset.
Well, if he doesn't say anything, I'm gonna leave because he
You
still
just
hasn't asked
leave?
me any questions or anything.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Your brother will just watch you leave from the mill.
Yep, I gather up my milled grain and head out the door.
Okay.
He came to me. I didn't come to him. He didn't give me anything to work with, so.
No. All right. All right, you've escaped with your ground ice grain. Ice wheat now.
Ice flour, as it were.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So I probably get back to the farm right when the other two are.
Sure. So
Where do we see each other for the first time?
well, I feel like Esteban's been around the farm for a while because he told the mice that their house was ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've been at the farm for a while. Like you came back to the farm and then Ashlyn left and came back.
Was I
So what have
catching
you
up
been
with
doing?
Ashlyn? Well, I'm going to answer that question since I was just about to ask it. I'm catching up with Ashlyn about how the mice were. Just like anything. Yeah.
Well, they're all traveling out there now, but a number of the cats followed me from out of town, and, well, that wasn't any good at all.
Are they okay?
They managed to lose them, and I scared the cats off, but they were a little shook up.
I'm glad all of that wasn't for nothing.
I can't wait to see what you built out there. I've got a whole bag of potatoes to help them plant. But I was gonna wait till they all got out there. They said it was gonna take about a week, so I'll follow them later.
About that, I'm perfectly proud of the land that I cleared for them. I think they're going to have a wonderful farm. I don't know that their shelter is going to be quite what they need.
Oh, but, well,
I think I took on a job that I couldn't do justice to.
wouldn't that have been the perfect place for Ned to just walk in?
Or maybe we like see him like on the like little pathway through the garden to like your front porch or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, I just open the door, put the flour on the table, and just go, I was at the mill.
Oh,
That looks amazing.
That's great. Are you gonna try to brew that up?
Yep. By the way, he's addressing everything to Ashlyn. He's like not even looking at Esteban.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, I was about to get dinner started. And she like ducks into the kitchen.
Yeah. And then Esteban's like, good, that'll give me a little bit of time to talk to Ned about myself. And that's exactly the way that Esteban
I just walk over and start like making the fire.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to have like I'm 3 feet behind you, parallel to how your body is facing moment, and I'm just talking to you and you're like listening, I guess, or doing whatever Ned's doing.
I'm making the fire.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Ned, I didn't quite realize what I did, and I acted impulsively, and I took on something, and I'm not a master carpenter at all, and I'm sorry I did anything to imply it.
sounds of fire being made.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you to forgive me. I don't need you to say that it's okay that what I did was okay. That was an Adam messing up problem. And am I noticing any body language from Ned?
He's just making the fire.
Mm-hmm.
He's not looking at you.
But are you like throwing logs in particularly aggressively, or like?
No.
Cool.
Just making fire as if you're the only person in the room.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Is there a way that I can get you to pay attention to me? Because it seems to Esteban that you're completely blowing him off, and like maybe Esteban's drawing the conclusion that like you're like turning the volume dial on his voice just down to 0.
I mean, you haven't really like said anything that he would think is worth responding to yet.
Sure.
You've just like stated facts as far as he's concerned, but you haven't like actually like said anything that you like that he feels the need to respond to.
So like maybe Esteban like pauses for a little while and he's like, did you get any of that? Just making sure.
I heard you.
Okay, good.
And
I want to do anything I can to apologize for what I did. And I know that soon we're going to have to do that favor for Winter. So I want to do anything that I can to be on good terms with my friends.
I don't know any favor to Winter. I was not part of that duel of wits. I did not help.
That's true.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm just here to help Ashlyn. You just keep on doing you.
Okay.
I'll invoice you for my labor.
Cool.
And he like pulls out, Jinx comes by, he like grabs a piece of paper from Jinx and scribbles down a number and hands it to you.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, he wants you to pay him because he's not happy with you, and he wasn't gonna charge you, but now you're not friends anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's harsh.
Okay, I'll take care of this.
Yeah.
And he is going to overpay you and not pay himself again. But he doesn't say that to Ned yet.
I didn't know you had any money to pay him.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, but I'm going to do things to get money to overpay Ned so that I can fuck myself again.
How much do you owe him exactly?
That should be a thing that we should determine.
I don't know, how much does it cost to build someone a house?
Exactly. Well, in addition to a house, but yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Esteban's house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Esteban didn't ask me for help with the mice. He just said he fucked up.
That's accurate.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, you're talking about fixing Esteban's house, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm invoicing him for.
Okay. Well, Esteban, remember, you can just bring that to Rachel and she'll pay it.
Yeah, but I want to be on good terms with Rachel, too.
Okay.
I feel like instead you're on bad terms with everyone because you're trying too hard.
You have no money.
Okay, he wants to overpay you, though.
No. I don't think I've sold my manure yet, have I? Remember we were talking about...
The manure fund?
Yeah.
That's not how funds work.
So you could say you haven't sold shit.
Yeah, but now I'd like to sell it.
Ah.
So do we eat and then go to the mines? Or do you want to push on this scene more to try to get Ned not to...
No, there's like a bunch of stuff to do in the future.
Okay. So yeah, I think that Ashlyn will come back out. All right. Well, it's ready. And then she like starts setting out for the table for all of them to eat together.
Mm-hmm.
And Uncle Bish too, just because that's the extra layer of awkward.
Yeah, Uncle Bish comes out. He's got a cane. And hobbles over.
I
You're
help
looking
him.
good, Uncle Bish.
He's hobbling quickly though.
Mm-hmm.
I still help him.
He says, "I'm hungry.
Oh,
I'm running around my room all day."
Oh?
He says, those mice, they got really early.
Yeah, but they're gone.
That's probably for the best. Shouldn't have mice in the person's house.
You're probably right. Well,
I think it's not nice having a lot of guests. But
smiles at Esteban, smiles at Ned.
Mm-hmm.
I live here.
and Vish says, "You live here, but you're a guest, Ned. It's not like it used to be."
I see how it is. No one appreciates old Ned.
I appreciate
That's
you
not
just
true.
fine, Ned.
You do a really
But-
good job, Ned.
This is Ashlyn's farm now. That's why I had her come back from the city. Come in from the city.
I never thought I'd be running a farm. But thank you so much, Uncle Bish. This has been one of the best years of my life.
And I think Esteban's like, yeah, Ashlyn, I think that's some high praise.
And she's
Yeah,
blushes
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit.
Mhm.
Ned, Esteban, I'm glad you're both here. This is like a little later in the dinner. Esteban, do you remember that door in the basement?
I do.
And do you remember how there was another matching door in the mines?
He turns the dial backward from when Winter showed up, because that was like the major event.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, yeah, actually I do. But it like takes him several seconds.
Well, I was thinking that, I think they're somehow connected. And I was hoping that the two of you could accompany me to the mines.
I can do the best that I can.
Well, I'm sure old Uncle Bish here would throw me right out if I let you die down there.
Well, I wasn't planning on dying at all.
No one plans on dying.
I guess that's true.
So, when we going?
Is tomorrow too soon?
Uncle Bish says, "It's not too late. you have to actually activate the signal in the house first.
You know how it works?
Yeah, I had it put in a long time ago, but I can't really use it anymore.
Well, I think it would be a great help. So, can you show me what to do?
And he says, yes, I'll have to. It works best if we do it very late at night.
Uh, how late?
Hold on, I'm checking your character sheet.
Yeah.
2 a.m.
We have to do it before dawn.
All right.
Now, don't oversleep. There's a certain time when the world's quiet that the magic works best. And he points at Esteban. He says, I can't sing the song anymore. It opens the gate. But I hear you can sing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the town singer one day.
Keep telling yourself that, kid. Look at Ned. It's like, you should be there too. Do you have a hatchet?
I have a woodcutter's axe, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah, bring that. Just in case.
Of course.
All right. So you guys are going to go to sleep after the dinner?
Yeah.
Yes. By going to sleep early, I should be able to wake up early.
Okay. So Uncle Bish is going to wake you all up at like 3 a.m.
Oh, you startled me, Uncle Bish. Give me a moment to get ready.
It's all right. I thought you'd all like to have some breakfast first.
That's a good idea.
I'll go eat.
All right, so you all get up, and
I feel like Esteban might sleepwalk. Like he maybe has that as a problem we haven't seen yet.
Sure.
Especially when he's on a weird sleep schedule. So he gets up and does his best act of pretending that he's like up and ready to go.
You fall asleep, and there's just sleepwalking around.
I go up the stairs to Uncle Bish's bedroom, and I just go back to bed in Uncle Bish's bed. Pull the covers over.
Okay.
Esteban? Wait, where are you? Esteban, we need to pull the covers back up.
Should I make them stop fighting the slimes before I wake up or after I wake up?
What? Esteban?
Who said they're not supposed to be eating the slimes, Anthony?
Oh. Was it Anthony that said that?
Somebody said that.
Somebody definitely said they shouldn't eat the slimes.
In any case, Esteban's half asleep.
Come on, Esteban. Shake his shoulder. We need we need to go down to the basement. We need your song.
Stella's doesn't have a basement.
You're at my house, Esteban. You're in Uncle Bish's bed. He's gonna get mad if you stay in there. Come on. Start like physically dragging him.
Yeah. And then I feel like when we're in the landing of the staircase downward, I'm just like, where am I? And you just said that you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just told you you're in my house. Esteban, are you alright?
Sometimes I walk around when I'm sleeping. This hasn't happened to me in a little bit, but it has happened while I've been out at the farm.
Oh.
I'm ready to eat breakfast and what are we doing?
I feel like you've missed breakfast at this point.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to get breakfast later. Come on, we're gonna look at the door down here.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. So y'all get downstairs, and Uncle Bish has an old parchment. It looks like a map of the larger Harvest Valley area. What's it called? It's Gallon Lyle, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gallon Lyle. And it looks like an old pirate's treasure map. And there are like black X's in different places. And on the back of the map, there's this faded song. And it has like musical notes and everything written on it. So why don't you have a musical skill, Esteban?
I have sing, but I don't think I have
Can't read music.
Read musical notation.
Okay.
There's no
But that might
for reading music.
Exactly. It might be encompassed in sing.
I would imagine that it would just be encompassed in whatever musical instrument or sing that you have, like musical skill.
Okay.
I also have flute.
Flute. Okay. Do you have your flute with you?
Yes.
All right. So
and
Uncle
sing
Bish.
wise. So actually, I do probably know how to read this if I have sing wise.
Okay. Yeah. That's probably reasonable.
Because reading music is different than reading.
Mm-hmm.
So Uncle Bish asked to borrow your flute.
Sure.
All right, and he plays, basically the song, but it sounds like off key, and the timing is obviously wrong, but you get the idea. And he says, "If you can, actually, let me roll. See how badly this goes." Oh shit! All right, the portal opens up. Like this giant god of flame, and you can see into the darkness and the sands, and he's like, "Oh no, I did it wrong."
How do we close it?
A magic missile to darkness.
What?
That might work.
I've got an arrow ready.
I'm gonna try to faith it closed.
Okay.
Faith it.
Mhm.
So a miracle?
Yeah.
Okay.
What op am I looking at?
This is a minor miracle, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what it is, and my book is buried
On
in
Alright.
stuff.
5.
I'll find it in a second.
Starts it on 5.
It starts
Can
at
I help?
5 for a minor miracle. Okay.
Minor
Really?
miracle starts it on base on 5.
Okay.
Can I help by trying to invert the melody that Uncle Bish just played with my voice?
You have to have faith unless we're doing like a
Okay.
link test or just like allowing it.
Yeah, not with faith.
Okay.
Hold on. I wanna make sure that Obs is right before I tell you before I decide for sure what I want the consequence of failure to be.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay, if you fail, the thing in the darkness will spew out into the caverns where the other end of the portal you want to open is.
Okay.
Don't fail.
Um. All right, I'm spending my one persona here. Probably a waste, but we'll see. Ready, steady.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
you're very faithful.
That's a lot of sixes.
Wow. Yep.
Damn. Also a lot of ones.
Harvest goddess, let me close this way. Wow.
Damn.
All right, it's
So much
open-ended, so
green.
all those sixes already rolled.
Oh, I should.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you
Okay.
screen cap that for sure. That's on the moon.
Oh man, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna work, and then it did. I was like, all right. Well, we
Okay.
closed that portal down.
Yeah, you closed the portal for sure. And Uncle Bish says, I should have been more careful with my music.
Maybe maybe you can play it for Esteban somewhere further from the portal.
Maybe, but he's a bright kid. I'm sure he's figured it out.
Yeah, I think I've got it.
All right, so you can roll sing or flute. You can't sing and flute at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Could alternate.
Yeah, you could. But it's not that complicated of a song.
Up arrow, down arrow, right arrow.
I think it is OBS 4. It is risky to try and tame these sigils with music.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot of bad stuff has happened from messing with these portals.
I mean, that's a fact.
Cool. I don't want this to be a routine test because I'm all full of routine tests for Sing. but I do have some Persona.
Persona.
Exactly. I think I'm going to spend 2 Persona on this. And then hopefully some fate will carry me the rest of the way through. I got a 6.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a 5.
So you tame the portal. Instead of like this blood red fire filling the sigil, this time it's more of a silvery color. Actually, I think you get to pick what color it is. What's Estevan's color?
You mean the color of not dark magic? This is when the sigil turns to being controlled by me.
Yeah.
And
It would, if you had a color, if you were a video game character, you'd have a color scheme.
See, you're tapping into my synesthesia, and then we gotta do this the right way. See, it's got to be an eccentric color. Might be like lime green or something.
Lime green? I'm a fan of green.
Like the color of your green screen.
Exactly. That is actually lime green. Okay. Also, notice how my shirt's actually green today for some reason?
Yeah.
I don't know. Figure. Is that the same shirt you were wearing last time?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
It's actually less green than that shirt.
Cameras are weird.
Yeah. So yeah, the sigil is green, and Estevan, you feel the sigil like appear in your mind as well.
Your mind's eye.
There's a room in your mind where this sigil has been carved.
What's the impressionistic shape of this sigil? Like, is it like sort of like triangular seesaw sort of shape? Like,
it's more like a floor. What's it called?
In my mind, it's all the symbols around the Stargate.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. Here, I'll just draw something that looks like.
Okay.
Where should I draw this? I can draw it in lime green. And looks kind of like and then there's also stuff like this. And then there's then there would be like triangle shapes, pentagram thingies. Lower right of the map.
Kind of next to Sleep Rock.
It would be more tall. This shouldn't be touching. They're not touching.
More tall. That's what he said.
Yeah.
More tall. Yeah, it looks better. There's dots.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. It looks something like that. It's not exactly what it is, but I have this weird thing where I can't draw what's in my mind.
Welcome to everyone ever.
Not being able to draw.
Thank you, Uncle Bish. This means that we're going to be able to head out to the mines today.
Be very careful.
Always.
I'm going back to sleep.
That's a good idea, Uncle Bish.
And he goes upstairs and goes back to bed.
Nice.
I think like maybe I'm like coming up behind Uncle Bish and I'm looking back to Ashlyn and Ned and I'm like, that really did a number on my voice. I'm just going to get a glass of water before we leave. I'm not going to eat breakfast.
I mean, you can go ahead and eat breakfast.
I can?
Sure. I don't want to...
Oh, I thought we were going all the way through. Ooh, my mistake.
Well,
Okay.
I mean... Yes.
Okay. And then he goes all the rest of the way up. What does Esteban make himself for breakfast? Probably something he's comfortable with making himself at home. But what is that? Oh,
Didn't someone already
Toast.
make breakfast?
Yeah, I think there's breakfast out there for you.
Oh,
You just didn't wake up in time to eat it.
Yeah, because I woke up and then went to Uncle Bish's bed.
Yeah. Like maybe you go in there and you get out some bread and you're about to toast it and you turn around and you see that there's already a plate of like oatmeal and eggs out your normal place on the table.
Mm-hmm. And I just walk over with the
Uncle
toast.
Bish say like, "Why is my bed so moldy?"
And I genuinely don't know because I don't remember sleeping in the...
What a mystery.
Yep.
So then I take the toast and like try to put it like under the eggs and I like egg on top of toast and I...
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
then
my
we're
breakfast.
gonna head to the mines.
Sure.
So can we just go through the portal now straight to the mines, or do we have to go and open the other end of the mines?
You have to open the other end of the mine. You've
Okay,
never
that's what I
actually
thought.
successfully activated any of these sigils.
Well, no, we just did right now. We successfully activated this one right
The
now.
first one.
This one right here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think it's time to head out to the mines, but I think it's also a pretty good time to take a quick break before we go to the
I
mines.
like it.
So we'll come back and be in the mines.
Take a break.
Let me transition us over and turn on timer.